It's actually an operational decision to pull their forces back to avoid having them decimated or destroyed.
In the capital city of Kyiv, the bombardment continued overnight. CBS News correspondent Charlie D'Agata was stunned by a massive attack as he wrapped up a live report.
What the hell was that? It's almost like lightning. This big flash.
Then another flash lights up the sky. He dives for cover. This is the aftermath. A Kyiv suburb reduced to rubble. The city of Kharkiv to the west was also pounded today. This missile strike was captured on dashcam video. The impact, devastating. Those are diesel storage tanks engulfed in flames. The Ukrainians are putting up stiff resistance. A brewery has been converted into a Molotov cocktail factory. They're also making spike strips to slow down the invaders. This drone video shows the wreckage of Russian military vehicles after a firefight. And questions continue to surround that 40-mile convoy on the outskirts of Kyiv.
The long line of tanks and artillery is stalled, according to the Pentagon.
We do believe that they have experienced logistics and sustainment challenges.
President Zelensky addressed the world on live TV this morning.
I am so confident with our military and with our people defending our state, because our state is very special.
But military experts warn Putin, with his overwhelming military arsenal, has the upper hand.
Losing captured Russian soldiers is not stopping the Russians from advancing.
Do you believe then that this underdog story of the Ukrainians successfully defending their country is just wishful thinking?
Unfortunately, it is. The Ukrainians are fighting valiantly, but they're giving up ground continually. The Russian advance is it's a grinding advance.
Thousands of people in Kyiv are seeking sanctuary in the subway stations. Some have even set up tents. 1 million refugees, mostly women and children, have fled. CBS News correspondent Christina Ruffini is on the Ukraine border with Poland.
A lot of these women have left their husbands, they've left their fathers, they've left their families behind. They don't know where they're going to go. It's incredibly, incredibly stressful.
Here in the USA, Dancing with the Stars, Maxim Shmerkovsky arrived home in Los Angeles after a harrowing journey out of Ukraine. Photographers greeted him as he was greeted at LAX by his wife, Peta, who he met on the show.
Meantime, in Russia, the term invasion is banned from use on state media, with the military action is being called a special operation. But thanks to social media, some information is getting out, particularly some of the poignant moments in which captured Russian soldiers are making phone calls to their moms. Here's Amber Cagliano.
Captured Russian soldiers are sending tearful messages to their families back home as the grim reality of war is sinking in for the Russian people. The nation was left reeling today with Moscow's official announcement that 498 soldiers have been killed in the invasion of Ukraine. The real death toll is believed to be much higher. In a bizarre appearance today, dictator Vladimir Putin went on Russian TV and promised the families of all Russians slain in the war would get $65,000 in death benefits.
The thrust of this speech was all about trying to keep Russians on track with him and with his war.
At one point, he actually got up, then returned to his desk when he realized he wasn't finished. This Russian POW recorded a message directly to his mother to reassure her he was still alive.
I want to say to my mom, wait for me, I will return.
Published reports say the Ukrainian Defense Ministry has even invited Russian mothers to the capital of Kyiv to pick up their captured sons and bring them home. The chant "No to War" is resounding throughout Russia. In St. Petersburg, this brave old lady stood up to a goon squad of armored police during an anti-war protest. She's said to be a childhood survivor of the Nazi siege of Leningrad during World War II. More than 7 1,360 Russian protesters have been detained. Russian troop morale is said to be in a state of crisis in Ukraine. And how's this for a swan song? A mass walkout at Russia's last independent TV news station after learning the government was blocking their broadcast. The swan song music? Swan Lake. Russia is becoming a pariah state around the world. In Paris, a wax museum has removed its Vladimir Putin figure. The front page of today's New York Post, war criminal. Fox News' Sean Hannity appeared to call for Putin's assassination.
New rule. You invade a sovereign country, you kill innocent men, women, and children, you forfeit your right to run a country, and you forfeit your right to live.
In a show of solidarity across Europe at 9 p.m. Kyiv time, church bells tolled and people turned off their lights. The movement spread by social media declaring, "We'd rather sit in the dark than buy Putin's gas and oil." And the conflict in Ukraine is on everyone's mind, but this man may have taken it a little too far. He was pulled over in Palm Court, Florida, allegedly for speeding and running a stop sign, and he actually used Putin's Putin's invasion as a defense.
To tell you the truth, guys, I just found out that Putin is just saying he's going to launch nuclear thermal war against the world. I was trying to get back to my house to find out what's going on. I'm freaking out.
Well, saying Putin made me do it didn't work. The man still ended up getting 2 tickets. It was a controversial moment from President Biden's first State of the Union speech when he was heckled by Representative Lauren Boebert from Colorado. Though a lot of people say she crossed the line, she's making no apologies.